Hello, it's Terrill Welch here. I have just spent the last couple of hours refining my painting of the Red Gate. One of the things I was working on was placing myself within a specific historical experience, and the breadth and easy access to information we have both in our understanding and experiences of images through painting and photography and graphic design, and how that impacts a painter when we are understanding a landscape. So when I finished this painting, I was quite happy with it the other day. But when I looked at it over time, I realized that the gate was taking up way too much space, and it really didn't allow you to appreciate the landscape, which was what my primary desire was to be able to bring people to a specific time and experience of a particular season and light. And so I went back in this morning and reworked much of the paint. Of course, if you change one thing, you end up changing 15 others when a person is working on a painting. I tend to work on my whole canvas at the same time anyway. But I'm happier with it now. I feel like I've refined my statement, similar to maybe a passive person who is learning to be assertive. The first thing they do is become quite aggressive in their message, and that's what I felt had happened on this canvas. So I went back in to refine that so that the Red Gate still held our attention to invite us into the landscape, but it wasn't taking up so much room, both emotionally and visually, that we weren't able to experience the natural environment around it. Though I have several reference works for this painting, it's become very much a piece of imagination. There's little now that resembles the actual scene, and you'd be hard-pressed to recognize if I took you to where the inspiration for this came from, and this painting. That's part of the exercise, I think, in being able to create a painting language that's accessible to a viewer who may have a different experience than I do in relationship to the landscape, but we both have the same experience with the history of images and art and graphic design and advertising, and how that impacts actually how we see the world, and what we see and what we don't see, and what we feel and don't feel, and which sensory tools we bring to our experience of our natural environment. So anyway, that's what I have to say about this painting. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm almost positive it is completely finished at this point, and I will leave it to dry and move on to something else. So thank you very much.